It's weather for Weather Geeks time. Hello once again, everyone. It is Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here. It is a Tuesday evening, and let's check out all the weather happenings across the valley this evening. We're going to start with clouds. We had some awesome clouds earlier on today. Had several pictures sent in to us via social media and through our Storm Tracker 21 Storm Spotters group on Facebook. Undulatus clouds, kind of a mouthful. Asperatus undulatus is the technical term for these. These very wavy, very cool-looking clouds. We had these all throughout the valley this morning. Here's another picture, and here's another one. These preceded the initial line of heavy showers and even some thunder that rolled through this morning. And that was quite a nice sight up in the sky earlier on today. All right, rainfall-wise from earlier on today, we picked up close to a half an inch of rain up in parts of western Trumbull County. Otherwise, in Mahoning and Columbiana and over towards Lawrence and Mercer, we were generally a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch as a good average. Not exactly a deluge, but again, there was some thunder and lightning with this earlier on. All right, when I recorded this evening at 10 till 8, a broken line of showers really fizzling out here. This actually formed along the lake breeze as the cold front rolled through and the wind switched off of Lake Erie. Boy, up at the Indians game, by the way, they just won in extra innings. It dropped from the lower 70s to the upper 40s during the course of the game. So the wind direction was all important, and that lake breeze combined with the actual cold front has produced widely scattered activity for this evening. Most of us will be dry from here on out. We're going to stay pretty cloudy, though, overnight. These clouds will hold tough, maybe through about daybreak or so tomorrow, and then I do think we're going to see some clearing. Here's a look at our high-res futurecast showing the clouds sticking around 2, 3 in the morning, but by daybreak and into 8, 9 in the morning, we're breaking into some sunshine. I think it's going to turn out to be a very nice-looking day tomorrow. It'll be a little cooler, but still not bad for mid-April. Pretty close to average, actually. High pressure builds in. Nice day tomorrow. Then as we go into the day on Thursday, that high kind of fades away. And I think there can be some more clouds on Thursday, a warm front approaching. Maybe there's a stray shower. No big deal there. And this boundary will just kind of meander and lift a little bit north of us, I think, on Friday. In fact, I think I'm confident enough that we're south of this boundary Friday that I've upped our high into the upper 60s. On Friday, it should be a pretty nice day overall with a partly to mostly sunny sky. All right, as we start thinking once again about the Easter holiday weekend, my thoughts have not really changed a whole lot since yesterday. Warm front could produce a spotty shower or a thunderstorm on Saturday, but as we get into Sunday and the air mass clash gets a little more distinct here, it's actually going to feel a little bit muggy on Sunday. Not crazy humid like in the middle of summer, but there'll be a noticeable increase in humidity, I think, on Sunday for Easter. And as this drier air mass approaches, pretty good-looking cold front, pretty good chance, I think, for showers and thunderstorms on Easter. In fact, some of these could be strong if the timing's right. It all depends on the timing, probably. If most of this is weighted towards the afternoon, we might have a severe weather risk on Sunday. If it occurs earlier if most of the activity's earlier in the day, then our risk for severe weather is probably somewhat lower. All right, as I like to do when it's holiday time, let's take a look at Easter facts. I'll show this probably a few times this week. The warmest Easter on record here in Youngstown was when it was on the 18th of April in 1976, 87 degrees. Coldest high temperature was 20, and that was a very early Easter. Not surprisingly, when Easter is in March, as it is occasionally, you see more cold temperatures showing up. 20 was the high back on March 24th, 1940. Wettest one was back in 1988, and the snowiest, not that long ago, back in the mid-90s, we had 1.8 inches of snow early in the morning on Easter Sunday in 1994. Last 5 years, pretty uneventful weather here in the valley on Easter. Last year was a nice day, 76. We were above average in 2015, 2014, 2013 as well, although we did have some wet weather back in 2013. 2012 featured just a little bit of rain, somewhat cool weather as well. All right, we have a little bit of a battle raging here in the longer range between some of our modeling. I do think that it's fairly warm probably through the next week for the most part. Then as we go into that 10 to 15 day period, here's a look at the latest GFS modeling, the ensemble modeling, showing a cool period here in the 10 to 15 day period. It jives pretty well with the other American modeling, the Climate Forecast System modeling, showing a cool look here, days 10 to 15. Then you look at the European, not so much. Looks kind of warmish for a lot of that 10 to 15 day period. So there's a little bit of a forecast battle here in the longer range as to whether we're in for a coolish period or more of the same. Right now, I lean towards more of the same simply because that's the pattern we've been in for so long now. March, of course, was cooler, but, you know, the way the pattern has gone over the last year and a half, if you had to place your bets, bet on warm. You're not going to lose very often. It just seems like that's the way it wants to be right now. So I lean a little more towards the European in the longer range, but I'll have more updates on what you can expect later in April in future editions of this video. Hope you'll join me tonight on 21 News at 11 o'clock, and have a great Tuesday night.